In this video, we're going to look at how you can quickly convert or unstack a single column of data into multiple columns for easier readability. If you've ever Googled how to do this, I'm sure you've seen a variety of different solutions using Power Query, VBA, or even complex formulas. The method we'll go over today is much simpler and will hopefully save you a lot of time and headache. Let's get into it. In this example, we'll assume the data in column A is the data we want to unstack into multiple columns. Depending on the origin of your data, and if it came from an external source, it's not uncommon for software programs to export data in a similar format to what we see here. We see a common trend in this data set, with the company name in row 1, followed by their revenue, profit, and lastly, their number of employees. We see the same pattern over and over, but it's really tough to read the data in this format. We'd much prefer to have it organized in a table so that we know what each number relates to. We can begin by setting up the table headers, which includes the company name, revenue, profit, and lastly, the number of employees. Next, let's start pulling in data from column A. We can directly reference the cells here. So let's do the same for revenue, profit, and the number of employees. If we try to drag these references down to apply to all records in column A, we'll see that, well, it just doesn't work. This is because Excel doesn't know that we're trying to pull every fourth row of data, and it just doesn't see that pattern. If we try to build a pattern by repeating this process in the table and reference the second company in column A for the company name, revenue, profit, and number of employees, we'll see that dragging this data set doesn't give us the desired result either. Sometimes Excel struggles to see patterns, especially when it comes to gaps in cell references like we have right now. One workaround we can use is to change all of these formulas over to text string. Excel is much better at recognizing patterns with text string. So let's replace all of the equal signs in each cell with a random set of characters such as XYZ. Now when we go to drag the cells down, we see that Excel recognizes the pattern, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Let's drag the pattern down for 20 rows, which should be enough to capture all of our data that's in column A. Depending on the size of your dataset, you may need to apply this to more or less rows. Now that we have the table set up, we can now replace all of the instances of XYZ in each cell with an equal sign, which will set every cell back to having formulas. Immediately, we see all cells update and capture the data that is in column A. If you ever want to move this data somewhere else, I'd suggest copying the data and then pasting it as values to ensure you break the cell reference link. Although there are many other ways to approach this problem, of all the solutions I've come across, this seems to be the quickest and easiest, although it may not be the most dynamic. If you enjoyed this video and are interested in seeing other videos like this in the future, please leave a like and let me know down in the comments. Thanks a lot and have a great day.